So another day is officially in the books for SoFi and the stock market, and it was a pretty flat day overall for the stock market, and I guess you can say for SoFi stock as well. It only went down 5 cents on the day, down about 0.5, 0.6%, and we closed at $7.48. And looking here on the intraday chart, we actually hit almost $7.80 earlier in the day. So that means at one point, guys, SoFi was actually in the green. We were up over 3% on the day, and we have to break down the charts. I think the last update was at some point last week, so we have to break down the charts here, what I'm looking to do. And of course, later in the video, if we have time, we'll break down the indexes, maybe some other stocks that I'm looking at. So guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks from Moo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfs.com/Moo and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which guys, that's unheard of. So again, use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moo and let's dive right into the video. So yeah, pretty good day for SoFi, even though we had a red day, I would argue, because again, earlier in the day, we almost hit $8 and we actually broke out of the highs from yesterday, it looks like, right? If I pull the 5-day, 5-minute, well, not completely out of the highs from yesterday, but let's say the highs from, I guess, 2/3 of the day from yesterday. And check it out. On this 5-day, 5-minute chart, SoFi is now seeing a golden cross. We're above both moving averages. Well, I guess we were at one point. Then we dumped off into close. But the fact that we got that golden cross and we broke out of the moving averages momentarily earlier in the day, that's a good sign that potentially more upside is around the corner. And it's also a very good sign that we're holding this support. Look at this trend line that I just drew out, guys, right at about $7.30, $7.40. This is where we held, it looks like, in the end of August, right? Then we saw a big move to 8.30, and we held that point 7.30, yesterday and in the pre-market today and during the day, right? So as long as SoFi holds $7.30, the mid-sevens in general, it's going to be looking pretty good for the bulls. But to play devil's advocate here, we always have to realize there's two sides to the coin, right? Well, I guess in the stock market, many things could happen, not just two things here, but I guess it's just a saying, right? We can see the descending triangle is pretty prominent, right? Again, clear support at about 740, but we're making lower highs into that support. Pretty distinct lower highs as well. 775 we hit today. Let me draw it out for you guys. So that's a distinct lower high we hit. This point as well right here at about $8. We hit another one at about $8.15 a couple days ago, $8.30. So clearly lower highs are being made into that $7.30 support level, which ultimately, if this descending triangle plays out, SoFi could end up dumping, back to the low sevens, and hopefully not, but potentially back under $7 per share, right? And here on the 10-day, 30-minute, we do actually have a death cross forming, which I'm not loving. We do have the 50 SMA crossing under the 180 SMA, and now you can see the descending triangle even better on this time frame. So guys, I'll set my alert now, which I hope it doesn't hit, but it might, who knows, but I'll set my alert at $7.30. Mark is at or below, and we'll see if it goes under that point. If so, potentially more downside to come for SoFi stock, but of course, if we do get the pop out of this descending triangle, which would be ideal for the bulls, at that point, more upside could be right around the corner. Do you guys get my drift here? Are you picking up what I'm putting down, right? So I put my alert at 7:30. Might as well do one at the high from today as well at $7.75. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above $7.75, which is also right at the 180 moving average here on the 30-minute chart. And if I pull up the 20-day 1 hour chart, you might be able to see it. Yeah, we're fighting to get back over the 180 SMA, which honestly, the more you pull the layers back on SoFi, the better it looks. Yes, we do have that descending triangle that's pretty prominent on the 5-day, the 10-day, but on the 20-day, it's pretty obvious we're still holding higher lows. And on the 4-hour time frame, it's very obvious we're still above the 180 SMA. And with the pop that we saw at 8:30 recently, we took out the highs from the middle of July, which is great. We hit about $8 middle of July. We took those highs out, which is awesome. And yeah, it looks like buyers are starting to come in above $7.30, $7.40. So it's kind of just like a wait and see approach at this point. It's a classic waiting game right now with SoFi stock. What direction are we going to pick in the short term? Which at the end of the day, guys, I'm a long-term investor in the stock. I'm not too focused on the nitty-gritty, if you say, whatever you want to call it, what's going to happen in the short term per se. But then again, I guess I could trade it if it does pop above these certain levels. But either way, I'm long. You know, if it pops, breaks 775, that'd be awesome. We'd make some money in the long-term position. And if it dumps under 730, all right, I might consider buying more. So I'm actually looking at this as a win-win situation on SoFi. You know, it breaks out, we make some money, it dumps off. All right, we get to buy more. That's if you're long. I'm personally long the stock, and I do believe, personally, not financial advice, but I think anything under $7, especially under $6, is a screaming buy for the stock if you have a long-term view for the company, which I personally do. And I'm curious to see where your head's at. Let me know down below in the comments as always, guys. And let me see some other stocks quickly here that ended up moving. Actually, whoa, we had Celsius down almost 12% on the day, which I've been saying for a while I would not touch this stock with a 10-foot pole. And look at it. Look at it, guys. Another big red day for Celsius, and that's been the story with this stock. We double topped at $100 per share. Now we're at $32. I mean, this is just a disaster, down about 70%. I'm not even sure what the news was on Celsius today. Looks like here, Celsius Holdings, unusual options activity. We got that alert here earlier in the day. Looks like stress on the shelves, the battle for space in store aisles. Yeah, it's always been a problem, right? But yeah, Celsius, at some point, yes, we're going to get a monstrous recovery, relief rally, whatever you want to call it, but it's not looking like it's any time soon, at least as of now. So I'm not loving Celsius at all. Looks like some other stocks ended up selling off. Looks like DJT sold off, GameStop, Coinbase sold off on the day, Amazon, Nvidia, which we covered earlier. Go check out that video. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Join the mailing list. It's linked down below. It's free, completely free. I'm sending you guys my top 3 stocks every Monday. And don't forget to get your free stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. You get up to 15 stocks, and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, that's a no-brainer, so use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, and I'll catch you in the next video.